When a large anaconda appears at a building site, the workers can tell something is off since it has an enormous abnormal bulge on its body and moves slowly. Before a veterinarian cut the animal open and showed what was causing the bulge, no one could believe it. However, getting supplies to the site has been difficult due to a lack of vehicles, and the ongoing risks of the jungle have also slowed down the project. The speed of the work is noticeably off, and the employees are worried since their boss has threatened to take legal action. When the vet last arrived, he quickly put the now nearly lifeless enormous anaconda under anesthesia. Even though he had performed an operation like this before, he was anxious. Although it was an anaconda, it wasn't just any old anaconda, it was the largest they'd ever seen. They knew they had to take action because the snake was already firmly in its place of work, but even though they knew they had to act, they were also incredibly terrified, so they stopped clearing the path where the pavement would be delayed. One of the employees suddenly jumps back as the others are clearing the path where the pavement will be delayed because he had seen something emerge from the under. The staff is holding their breath in the hopes that everything goes according to plan as two more brave employees decide to attempt to stretch the snake by pulling on its tail. They were fortunate to be able to do this because the two men clutched the snake's tail while wearing lead in their shoes. Now that they can see where the lump is on the body, the staff may make another call to the veterinarian to inform them of their discovery. When the veterinarian discovers the location of the tumor, however, her tone immediately changes. The snake clearly ingested something it shouldn't have, necessitating emergency surgery in order for it to survive. However, the employees were at a loss as to what to do, and as a result, they contacted the veterinarian for advice. A coworker suggested picking her up, but that wouldn't work. The veterinarian then decided to travel to the company's warehouse. The journey there takes about 3 hours, during which the veterinarian regularly pondered whether wasting the snake's life was worthwhile. The snake was still crawling very slowly, so the workers used sheet metal plates they had brought as supplies to block the snake's pathways back into the jungle. However, this policy had a serious drawback, and some workers ran back after dropping the metal. The veterinarian knew she needed to act right away, and that the snake's only chance of survival depended on her ability to do so quickly, but there were certain dangers involved with. After observing how actively it was attempting to attack the workers, the only option was to approach the snake while giving it tranquilizers. Over the next few minutes, it gradually slowed down, allowing the veterinarian to give the snake a few more sedative injections that were necessary for a snake of this size to pass out completely. The large bulge on the snake that the veterinarian had actually come for could now finally receive her full attention, and the vet unlocks the cage. The source of the swelling is soon revealed to everyone, but it's not what they had imagined. The vet uses the utmost care and accuracy to cut into the snake and the bulge, and after doing so, cuts through the skin, muscle, and esophagus. The majority of their perishables, such as meat, were kept in this box, which served as their cool box, but because the meat in this one was rotten, they decided to leave it outside the truck because it smelled terrible. Although they thought they had stored the cool box carefully, they were still perplexed as to how the snake had discovered it. The snake must have detected the aroma and mistook it for something else.